So I tell you this and insist on it in the Lord, that you must no longer live as the Gentiles do, in the futility of their thinking. They are darkened in their understanding and separated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them due to the hardening of their hearts. Having lost all sensitivity, they have given themselves over to sensuality so as to indulge in every kind of impurity, and they are full of greed. That, however, is not the way of life you learned when you heard about Christ and were taught in him in accordance with the truth that is in Jesus. So the Apostle Paul is writing to the Christian believers in Ephesus who had recently left their old pagan lifestyles. In this letter, Paul is urging them to stop living like the world around them, people who are spiritually lost, driven by selfish desires and disconnected from God. He reminds them that in Christ, they have been taught a new way of life, one that reflects God's truth, his holiness, and his righteousness. Even though they believed in Jesus, some were still slipping back into old habits. Paul is calling them and us to let go of our old identity and to walk in the new life that God has given them. God has given us a life that looks like Jesus, not like the culture they came from. Picture this. You just got cleaned up, fresh shower with clean clothes, and then you dive right back into the same mud pit. That's what Paul is warning the Ephesians about. He's like, bro, y'all was living wild. Y'all was chasing y'all feelings, chasing stuff, running on empty. But now you know Jesus. Paul's not just telling them to behave. He's saying you've been made brand new. You've got a new heart, a new mindset, a new spirit. So why wear the old you like it's a badge of honor? That version of you was drowning in lies, lust, pride, and pain. But now you've got truth, peace, purpose, and power. Don't just say you follow Jesus. Actually look like it. Live like it. The temptation be crazy. Because the world's way might feel good for a moment, but it breaks you. God's way builds you up. So leave that old self at the door and step into what God has created you to be.